to lead a moral life. Moral is important for us, and then to be the mindful and aware of thoughts and action, and to develop wisdom and understanding. All of this teaching is a way of life. So Buddhism also teaches us to be tolerant to each other, no matter what they are, who they are, even different religions and different ethics.
Dia selalu mengajar kita, apa yang kita buat, kita akan dapat balasan yang sama. Jadi dia secara tidak langsung apa yang kita belajar itu, kita akan fikirlah sepanjang masa kita nak buat sesuatu, sampai kita tua pun kita tak akan ingat dalam hati kita.
There is no rules. If you do not follow, there is no priest or anybody to punish you. Then nature itself will take care of you. If you do bad, it will there. But yeah, these are the good things, this is bad thing. Just like here, there's a food, poison food, good food. It's up to you. If you eat poison, you will die if you eat it. But he says, I'm just putting for your consideration, but I'm sorry. This is bad, this is good. It is up to you.
Basic that I know.
Okay, bagi pandangan saya, Buddha tu adalah nama kepada Tuhan secara umum kepada Buddhism. Tetapi sebenarnya agama Buddha ni dia ada banyak Tuhan yang berbeza dengan nama yang berbeza.
Buddha means enlightenment. Buddha means knowledge. Buddha means enlightenment, supreme enlightenment.
It's called belief and respect to God. Yeah. Even we are not pray like we say 5 times in a day, but in our heart we have our God, and we can we can look at the sky and know that our God is look at us like this. It's some kinds of spiritual.
Seperti orang Muslim, mereka yang sangat percaya kepada Tuhan mereka, kita pun sama, kita percaya, cuma cara dia berbeza. Seperti kalau bagi pengetahuan saya, orang Muslim dia satu hari kena bersolat banyak kali, tapi kita orang tidak begitu. Contoh orang yang ada sembahyang dalam rumah, dia ada meja yang ada Tuhan, altar Tuhan tu, dia akan sembahyang 2 kali pada setiap pagi dengan setiap petang. Sebelum, yang penting petang tu sebelum makan mereka akan solat kan, sembahyang lah, mereka akan sembahyang lah seperti itu. Lepas tu cuma wakil daripada rumah je yang buat begitu. Kalau semua nak buat pun boleh, tak kisahlah, yang penting ada orang buat.
Buddha does not deny the existence of God. Buddha only denies the supreme powerful God who creates the world, universe and human beings. That's the only thing. He did not deny the existence of gods. Gods are different levels, and not only that, he planes of God. There are about 20 levels of gods. Yes, he did not deny gods.
Just like I said, respect is very important. Whether we see the picture or we see the image of the Buddha, or like not even in the temple or in the holy place, when we see the Buddha image or picture, we will show our respectful by like bowing or like this, how to call it, chanting or what, yeah. And then actually scholarship is not so much suitable, but we call it respectful. It's so much more suitable for this. And we, how to say, not to ask for a favor. Just now I mentioned before, it's a way of life. We follow the way of life that Buddha teaching, and then everything will get well soon, and everything will go in a good way. So when we see a Buddha statue with a compassionate smile, then this will make us feel peacefully, feel warm, and then we develop the peace and love within ourselves, even including the friends surrounding us, family members. So bowing to the statue is an expression that we respect the Buddha.
Kalau satu rumah family Buddhism, orang yang agama Buddha, dia satu je meja tu dengan Tuhan yang mereka nak bersembayang. Tetapi kalau macam saya student, saya duduk kat luar, kita tak payah buat macam tu. Sebab Tuhan tu dalam hati kita. Kita tak perlu bawa ke mana-mana pun. Okay. Tapi kalau bagi saya taklah solat. Bukan solat, sorry. Sembayang hari-hari tak adalah. Dia tak semestinya.
When we worship, we are not praying. We are not worshiping this statue. It helps us to think of it. It is just a symbol. Now you see, for example, your parents are there, right? Your parents are living, your grandfather is living? No. Now, if you want to pay respect or anything, remember your grandfather. If there is no picture, it's difficult, right? You have image. But if there's a picture, it helps you to easily remember and think of your grandfather, right? This Buddha statue is doing nothing other than that. Otherwise, Buddha said not to worship the statues or anything. But it will help us only to remember. It has nothing to do with it because maybe orange is available everywhere. That has nothing. But it is. I think it is a part of the Malay culture too. You know that when you visit elderly people, you always take something, right? You don't go empty-handed. It is a general Asian culture.
So originally it doesn't have. It doesn't have specific meaning.
No. Maybe them his friends like orange. Maybe that may be reason. Yeah. So it has. But one thing, it looks nice, and people like it, and it's so beautiful. You can listen. Orange is everybody's food, right? So that has to be there. So sometimes plenty of orange. So you have to exchange with bananas.
Yes, but actually, this depends on the country. Because when the Buddhism they come into a country, they were influenced by the local costume and culture. So means that the Buddhism in Thailand, Buddhism in Malaysia, Buddhism in Myanmar, and all that is different. Even in China, in Tibet is also under China, right? They are also different. Even in Taiwan, Hong Kong, they are also different. But it's due to the geography, yeah, and the local costume and culture. The imam, you call it imam, right? The people who, how to say, give the teaching, yeah, in the ways. So, but the basic principle is still the same.
Buddha remains the same. The philosophy also same. Here and there little bit practical differences. Now, when it was in China, because of the climatic situation and everything, the dress was little bit different. Now, even though I dress like this, it's very uncomfortable because hot. But if last week I was in Paris, and too I had to wear the sweater, and over that I had to wear this. And so there are certain appearances are different, like robes and nothing. practical thing also sometimes like in Tibet. That maybe they're mixed up with the local culture and things. Sometimes they use instrument and everything. That is with the influence of sometimes you see that like Buddhist, American Buddhist sometimes, the guitar they use. Because this is just influenced by the church. They do that. So there are certain things like, but the original teaching and the main goal of the Nirvana or the founder of the Buddhism and the Buddha remain the same.
Yes, but the karma, just as I cause and effect. In the present you do what, in the future you will become what. Such as if you a killer, present your present is a killer, and then after the future maybe you will become an animal, or be killed by another evil bat. So like we will suffer after that, maybe neraka. Yeah, we suffer.
Kalau Buddhism, kita percaya orang yang bagus akan pergi heaven. Yang dekat neraka tu orang ada 18 tingkat. Dia cakap macam tu. Ada 18 tingkat. Yang dekat tingkat yang ke-18 tu, orang yang paling jahat, dia buat paling banyak kesalahan tu, dia akan pergi ke sana. Lepas tu hukuman dari tingkat 1 ke tingkat 18, dia semakin teruk lah. Macam-macam dia punya tu.
For Islam, I know that 5 times in the day prayers in paradise, and then eat halal food, and then given wear tudong. And for Hinduism as well as Buddhism, not eating beef, and then most of them are vegetarian. But for Chinese, not of the Chinese are Buddhism, they are free to choose their Christianity is there's a Christianity and Catholic is different. If Christianity, how to say, if their family is half Christianity and half Buddhism or half Taoism, the children didn't take the joystick, and then they don't eat the food already pray, like pray the ancestor, the ceremony to pray ancestor, they don't eat the food already pray. And then what's the different thing? Catholic is about the Area, and then the Christian is about the Jesus. And just like that.
Bagi pandangan saya tak ada pandangan yang berapa sangatlah tentang agama lain. Semuanya baguslah, tak ada apa. Saya rasa tak ada pandangan apa-apa, tak ada komen apa-apa lah.
Islam, yes. I grew up surrounded by even my hometown. We mixed families, Hindu, Buddhist, Christian, less Christian but Islam. And even in my school, at the small primary school, right next to me was Muhammad. We got, and our families, we go for the wedding, funeral, social activities if somebody is sick. So it is a presence of Muslim friends, and that did not hit in our mind, he is a Muslim, he is a Buddhist. No.
I think that is not difficult, but we still can see a lot of temple, a lot of Buddha, so I think it's not that difficult.
Saya rasa tak ada masalah lah memegang agama Buddha ni di Malaysia, sebab Malaysia kan negara yang mempunyai agama yang pelbagai. So saya rasa tak ada masalah. Lepas tu tak pernah lah orang komen apa-apa tentang agama saya ini. Saya rasa setakat ni lah tak ada orang komen. Cuma tentang perkara politik itu sensitif sikit lah, tak payah cerita.